Good morning. Welcome to day 133 on the Appalachian Trail. Well, today we do the Mahoosuc Notch, which is a mild big boulder jumble. Got to go over them, around them, sometimes under them. Sometimes taking your pack off and hand them to somebody else if you're not hiking alone. That's about 6 miles into the day, so we've got plenty of time to get warmed up. But rained quite a bit last night. Trail's probably muddier than it was yesterday even, so it's going to be a real treat. Yeah, not supposed to get any rain today, but right now it's fully overcast and almost sort of misty in the air. Very damp morning. Right back at it. Walking up rock slabs with the extra rain from last night. Alright, we've only been on trail a short time after doing the quarter mile back to AT from the shelter. Very heavy low clouds over there.
Is this mountain called anything?
Well, the next 3 miles to the shelter, which is just a waypoint, we're not stopping there. It's still only like 7:30 in the morning. But anyway, the 3 miles, there's only 700 feet of gain, but it looks like it's going to be a crappy 700 feet. View from Goose Eye Mountain. Well, the boards are underwater. I'm not sure if it's even attached to anything. I would be doing another walk around. Alright, we got to another rock with a bunch of rungs. It'll probably be easier to see when Sunbird gets up there and starts climbing them. And the bad thing is, this is the easy part of the day. From Goose Eye East. There's Goose Eye West. It was off trail. We didn't go up it. We were going to get basically the same views over here. A little less work. Less extra work. So we got to climb 400 feet down. Looks like there's a little gap out there in the middle, but you can see the trail intermittently going across. And I believe we're headed there next, to the north peak of Goose Eye. Well, first some steps down where Jennifer is. There's the downhill boards, but they put cross members on for you to put your foot on so you don't slide right off it. But looks like we're going to be doing a lot of this. We've already gone more than 50, 75 feet of it to get down to this next gap. Little patches over here without trees. I forget if that's grazing land or what. Very small patches compared to over here. Show it better at a distance. Another wet descent on rock. We have quite a bit of descent till we get to the Mahoosuc Notch, where the boulder fun begins. All right.
Look how easy that was.
We've started the Mahoosuc Notch. It's supposed to be the toughest mile on trail. We'll see if it lives up to its hype. I think it's gonna for me anyway.
Yep.
I just came down a 1.5 mile trail from the last shelter, and it took an 1.5 hours. So if it takes more than an hour per mile, then I might have to call it the toughest. Those are the cliffs above us. Almost looks like blazes or something there. Some marks on the rock, but it isn't in random pattern. I'm thinking we might be going down through that hole, but we'll figure it out. Trying to figure out how to get down. Get through this notch.
Let's go here.
It's been about 25 minutes so far. Not sure how far we've gone. Not far. Alright, sometimes we get advantage of giving an arrow. There's an arrow there, and then that flat rock says turn left. Duck under that big boulder. Still in the Mahoosuc Notch. This might look like the other rocky trails. This one doesn't go up and down though, but it's much trickier to navigate across the rocks. And it goes for a mile, although there was a short dirt section early on from the south end. We should be a little bit more than halfway now. Alright, I just climbed through that. Didn't have too much trouble. Had to get pretty much on my belly, but looks like I'm gonna have to take my pack off. It'll be the easiest thing. Jennifer even just removed hers. The angle is awkward to fit under that and over the rock where she's standing. Now this little cascade is the trail, so we'll be climbing up those roots on the side, as this side doesn't look promising. We've been walking up this for a while. I call it the corduroy rock. Sorry about my pole dragging. Alright, we finally made it up Mahoosuc Arm. On the summit, got about a mile down to the shelter. 400 feet of descent, looking at this reservoir out here. Probably be climbing that tomorrow. Looks like there's a tower over there. Although I haven't read anything to see if there's supposed to be one, if I can hold the camera steady. But we'll find out tomorrow. Alright, we just made it down to Speck Pond. Shelter's about a 1/4 mile ahead. And get in there and get cleaned up and try to wash the mud out of my socks from all the mud steps today. But let's head over to camp. All right, we made it to the Speck Pond shelter.
Kind of nice. Can't believe it doesn't have a berm.
Has a different layout.
Yeah.
Let me back you up a little and get the full view. It's extremely wide. I don't know, it must be 20 foot wide, something like that. One fairly big opening, but lots of room on the sides. Oh, and lots of pegs for hanging your packs. Nice. Yep, this will be home for tonight. Done enough walking today, except for water. That's a good water source. Oh, the water is a little brown from the trees. Never killed anybody that I know of.